I definitely needed this class. The listing, my poor little listing is just sitting there. Mainly because my seller is just the poor thing. He overthinks everything to where he's paralyzed. And we started at on the market with at a $1.45 million listing, and the poor little thing is not worth more than one, if that. So we've been like, I've been slowly but surely pulling him back down. But to have these tools that I really can implement to try to attract that outlier buyer to his listings, don't need it right now.
Let me ask you this. So he's overpriced, and what's the motivation for selling?
Money.
But what's behind that? Like, is there why does he need the money?
He doesn't. That's the problem.
He doesn't need the money?
He has a very he's very motivated with fairness. And he thinks that because all these other listings that are actually not comparisons, he was like, no, I just want like just whatever is the raw data. I don't trust. Don't analyze anything for me. I want to do it.
Yeah, he wants to do it himself. Yeah, and with sellers, like, what's his profession?
He's an IT computer professional engineer.
Yeah, with people, usually with people like that, the script that I use is, hey, I get it. You know, I had a guy one time. He's a statistician. That's what he does. Statistics. Okay, for a company, that's what he does. But he didn't want any data, just give me raw data, okay? And I said, look, let me just ask you a question, and this is not, don't take this wrong. I'm just asking, can I ask you a question that would offend some people? Yeah, you can ask me that question. See, I just got his permission. So I said, how many homes have you sold? He said, oh, I've sold 3 homes. I said, well, I've sold over, at the time, I think it was like, I sold over 800. Now, you're a statistician. This is what you do. That's your profession, and I get it. You're an IT guy. You know everything about IT, mesh networks, everything. Now, would it be fair to say, since I've done this X number of times, that I would be a better, like, in other words, you got to be real careful with people like that because they get easily offended. So you'll know how to word it. But that's what I do. And then the other thing is, you really have to know his motivation for selling, because right now it's not sounding very motivated. What is it? Why is he? Where is he? Is he moving to another house, or what's his reason for selling?
He did. He wants to move out of that one. We got him a condo already, so we flipped it all completely wrong. Like, we bought before we sold.
I love doing that. That's the right way.
Okay.
That creates more motivation.
Okay.
Yeah, I love doing that.
All right, so he has a condo now. He's going to be moving into it. But he just is set on the number.
But I mean, does he need to sell this house to move into the condo?
No.
Okay, so that's not a problem. So, but he does need to liquidate it because he wants to free up the cash. And is he going to use the cash toward the condo?
No. We've already closed on the
condo. What's he going to do with the money? What's he doing with the money?
Travel more. But I mean, financially, he owns 5 other properties.
Yeah, he's not. See, this is a problem. Anytime you're working with anyone that wants to sell something, you got to get motivation. If you don't have motivation, you really don't have anything. You don't have nothing to hook into. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's okay. It's okay if they're just trying to test the market and stuff like that, and because maybe this is not the right time for him to sell. That's all right. If you want 1.4 million, let's revisit it in a year from now or 2 years. And I get it that he could just go use someone else, but you tell him, look, I'm being honest with you, and if what I tell sellers, I say, I'm on commission. Okay, that's how I get paid. So the more you make, the more I make. So naturally, I want to sell it for as much money as possible. So if I could sell it for $3 million, I would. That's how much I want to sell for, because that's going to give me more commission. Now, you understand that, right? Oh, yeah. So we're on the same team. I'm not trying to get you to reduce your price. What I'm telling you is, this is what the market has said they would pay. And then just have him look at the data and tell you, okay, so based on the data, show me the 1.4, because what I want to do, the reason I'm asking you to show me is because I want to take that and show it to the buyers that are coming in. And right now I can't do that. So you must be seeing something I can't see. So show me the 1.4 and then have him show you. And he'll say, well, this house there, okay, well, let's look at that house. Okay? I'm not looking at stats. I'm not looking at any behind the scenes information. Just look at the photos. Just look at the photos. Okay? All right, I can see, well, this one has granite. This one has this. This one's, so many square foot bigger. This one has whatever it is.
The problem is he's in 78704, and so there's a house in Zilker that was a tear down that sold for more than asking. The problem with his is he has trees, big live oaks, and so builders just can't get in there.
Yeah, and there's the same problem if he's in part of a floodplain, which, that's probably not the case. But you could get a unicorn, but I mean, you have to look at. So what I do in unique situations like, and this is a unique problem, but I think you guys are learning from this as well. So I'm gonna continue talking about it. So what I always like to do is get an appraisal done on my unique properties.
Yes, I asked him to do that, and he fights me at every step of the way.
We've all had. How many have sellers like that? Anybody had it like that? Yeah. And this is what helps us cut our teeth. Don't wish that we didn't have them, because they really challenge and make us do our job at the highest level, even beyond what would be appropriate, right? So it's no problem, and it's not personal. That's just how he is. With anything.
Everything. He drives himself crazy. So it's
yeah. And I get that. But he also knows how he is. So at some point, and I put it in writing. So if you look in my book, it says, here's how we're going to handle your property if it's unique. Okay? For my unique properties and luxury properties that are $1 million plus, I'm going to request that you order an appraisal, period. So that would have been the conversation I had with him at the beginning. Okay? And it's in my book. So if you got the seller guide, so I would have highlighted that, circled it, and said, are we going to have a problem with this? Okay, because you're going to have a problem with him after the fact. Now he doesn't want to do one because he doesn't want to be wrong. Okay, but beforehand he would have probably been more. An appraiser is just like him. They look at all the data. Okay, and if you don't agree with that one, get another appraisal. We can get 3 of them if you want to. Okay, but we need an appraisal because you have a unique property, and an appraiser can actually. And plus it's in a unique area, 04. So that's, you got to have an appraisal. And so that way, it's not you or the market, he's up against the appraiser. Now, if he doesn't like that appraisal, let's get another one ordered on your dime. Now, I'll pay for it if you reimburse me on some people I would, if I think he's going to continue through with it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, I want to invite you out to Knolly Coaching Club. That's right. The Knolly Coaching Club is where I'm able to teach, train, and coach you every single week to your ultimate greatness. Go to knollycoaching.com and I'll see you on the inside.